On Future Stars Friday, one of the biggest stars in the sport shone brightly, talking about Oisin Murphy aboard Balantina in the Juvenile Fillies Turf. Oisin, you took your first Breeders' Cup win back in 2021 on the dirt with Marsh Lorraine in the Longines Distaff. And when we look back at that race, it was a thriller, right? And it was something that your first Breeders' Cup win came on the main track.
Yeah, it was amazing to win a big race like that, particularly on dirt as a European-based rider. And I suppose I never thought I'd win a Grade 1 on dirt, not to mind a Breeders' Cup victory on dirt. So that was a special moment and one I'll never forget.
And then in 2023, for Donnacha O'Brien, a filly co-owned by Medallion Racing, Porta Fortuna, you got within a half length of getting them to the winner's circle in the Juvenile Fillies Turf.
Yeah, I mean, I came so close yet so far, and Mauge as well, and they were two painful defeats. They both stick in my memory because I thought I had okay trips and I thought we could win with the trips they had. Yeah, I wanted to right the wrong this time round.
Well, yeah, that would have been not the wrong. I mean, you got close there, a half length within giving Donnacha O'Brien his first Breeders' Cup win, but you got it done this time aboard an extraordinary filly in Balantina for Donnacha O'Brien. And again, Medallion Racing co-owns this filly as well. And it was just such a masterclass in terms of the ride you gave her. She had a terrible start. She was 20-1. She wasn't getting any respect. She had traffic issues, and you just persevered with her to win by open lengths. Can you take us through it?
Yeah, of course I can. And I suppose the pressure was off when she drew gate 10. I knew it wouldn't be easy. I won a start on her second race, I think, ever at the Curragh, and I really liked her. And I felt you could forgive her bad run at the Curragh just before the Breeders' Cup because perhaps she was a little bit under the weather. Maybe it was a quick run from her start before in France. And, she was in super shape. She tried to buck me off on the way to the start. And Donnacha O'Brien obviously gave me a great day out when Porta Fortuna won the Cheveley Park. He's a bit younger than me, but he's a master trainer, and I love riding for him. And when he booked me for her, I was very optimistic, and he got her there in amazing shape.
Yeah, and when you talk about master trainer, he himself a champion jockey. So what is the collaboration like between the two of you?
Well, we know each other from very young age, from children really. I suppose I've ridden a lot for his brother and a bit for his dad. I always have some confidence when he says, "Oh, will you ride this horse?"
For sure. Now, she had knocked heads with some really formidable horses, including Venetian Sun. Venetian Sun is a horse who had strung together a very impressive resume. She had actually beat Gstaad in the Prix-Morny, and then she went on to run third to Precise, who was going to be in the Juvenile Fillies Turf, had a scratch, unfortunately. So there was definitely some back form to her. And as somebody who also appreciates pedigree, as I do, you gotta love that pedigree. I mean, by 10 Sovereigns, who's a son of No Nay Never, and then that female family, Dam is by Montjou, and you can see the influence of the Aga Khan there in the lineage.
Yeah, you can, and she's the most beautiful athlete. I would say to anybody, have a look at her in the flesh. She's got great length, very, very athletic mover. And I think she'll do well from 2 to 3. She's bred to, so I think she has an exciting future.
Well, can you take us through that race? What was running through your head when she did break slowly, and then when you're bottled up in between horses as you were? This is a 2-year-old filly, and you really gave her a ride, and she performed like an older horse.
I was hoping she probably wouldn't get away that well because from the draw, I was never going to have the speed to go forward. And they went quite quick and she got into a good rhythm. And I was kind of following the horses I hoped to be behind. And when they moved off the rail, I just kept progressing forward into a spot. And, she was brave. It was tight when we were turning into the straight and she found her own space. And I was sat on plenty of horse, which helped open those gaps, but she really was terrific.
How anxious is it waiting for that hole to open up?
It can be. I mean, look, sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't, but when you're on a 20-1 shot and she's kind of on a form retrieval mission and Donnacha hasn't put any pressure on me, he just said she's absolutely flying. I didn't really
I wasn't too stressed.
Well, what made this moment all the more special was that in proving, again, that you're one of the best in the world for a reason, there was this very real, raw human component with that win also on display. Because not only, again, the connection you share with the team already, but this being a son, Donnacha O'Brien, of one of our all-time great trainers, he's getting his first Breeders' Cup victory, joining his brother Joseph, who won with Iridescent back in 2019, and doing it on the same day that his father, Aidan O'Brien, drew to a record-setting 21 Breeders' Cup Championship wins. Obviously, that was eclipsing the Hall of Fame coach, D. Wayne Lucas, and Bob Baffert matched that after Saturday. So they're tied at 21. But what is it like being part of moments like this?
Really special. The Breeders' Cup is truly unique and really top of the pecking order when it comes to World Championship events. They get very strong fields and everyone wants to compete there. I mean, the prize money at the meeting isn't like out of this world. It's not a Saudi Cup or a Dubai World Cup, but it's the prestige. And it really means a lot to me to be riding at the meeting and be successful there.
Now, your book, Sacrifice, a Year in the Life of a Champion Jockey, was recently released. And when you reflect on all you've done and accomplished thus far, just how striking is it that a year in the life of a jockey can be distilled to what happens on the back of just split-second decisions?
Yeah, well, that's the difference between winning and losing. And, when you get it right, you're a hero. And when you get it wrong, you're a villain. I really feel the book encompasses what it's truly like to be me. There was an awful lot of pressure once I agreed to begin writing the book to win the Jockeys Championship in 2024. And, I made every effort to get it over the line. And thankfully, it was a comfortable success in the end. But I don't leave anything out. I allow the reader or the listener an opportunity to see the ups and the downs and ride that roller coaster with me. And it's available on Amazon. Anyone who's too lazy to read it, like myself, can listen to me actually speaking it on audio version. And hopefully people enjoy it.
Well, we enjoy being along for the ride with you. It's been a thrill, and we are so looking forward to you coming back for the World Championships at Keeneland in 2026. In the meantime, congratulations on the win aboard Balantina in the Juvenile Fillies Turf.
Thank you very much, and